Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Emma. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Hello, everyone. So happy to be here today.
And Jack, something happened yesterday, and I cannot stop thinking about it.
Tell me.
So, I was watching an interview, a native speaker, and every few sentences, she used these beautiful phrases that had a rhythm to them.
Rhythm.
Like step by step, little by little, day by day. And I thought, these phrases are everywhere, and most learners never use them.
Oh, I know what you mean. They feel almost musical.
Exactly, musical. And today, we are learning all of them together.
I love this already. And before we start, please subscribe to Talk Emma. New episode every single day.
Okay, repetitive English phrases. Let's go.
Emma, first one. And I want to start with a question.
Okay.
When you first started learning English, how did you approach it?
Honestly, I just told myself, do not try to learn everything at once.
And?
Just take it step by step.
Step by step. Say that again.
Step by step.
There is something so calming about that phrase.
Because it says, slow down, one thing at a time. The next step will come, but not before this one is done.
Like learning English gets easier step by step.
Every time you say it, it feels like a deep breath.
I am going to start saying this to myself every morning.
Me too, honestly. Okay, next one. Jack, tell me something. When things are hard, how do you keep going?
I just remind myself day by day. Things change day by day.
Day by day. I love that one.
What do you love about it?
It takes the pressure off. You do not have to fix everything today. Just today. Just this day.
And tomorrow, another day. And the day after, another.
And before you know it, things have shifted completely.
Like day by day, she was healing.
Oh, that sentence. So simple, but so much inside it.
Time doing its work, quietly.
Always quietly.
Now, little by little, and this one I want you to feel before we say anything else.
Say it.
Little by little.
Again.
Little by little.
What do you feel?
Something very gentle, very patient, like tiny steps that you almost cannot see.
But they add up.
Always add up.
Like, little by little, his English improved.
Nobody noticed on day 1 or day 10.
But one day, he looked back, and everything was different.
Little by little, the most patient phrase in English.
And the most honest, because that is how most things actually happen.
Not overnight. Little by little.
Always. Jack, quick challenge. Listeners, try this too.
Okay?
Use step by step, day by day, or little by little in one sentence right now about your own life.
Okay. I'm getting better at this little by little, and day by day I feel more confident.
2 in 1 sentence. Perfectly natural.
I did not even plan that.
That's the goal. Okay, next phrase.
Hand in hand, and this one feels completely different from the others.
How different?
The others all about time, about process, about progress.
And hand in hand?
About connection, about two things that always go together.
Imagine 2 people walking, neither one pulling the other, neither one rushing ahead, just together, at the same pace.
And you use it when two things are always connected, always moving together.
Like, confidence and practice go hand in hand.
You cannot have real confidence without practice.
And practice without confidence, it is hard to keep going.
They need each other.
Hand in hand, always.
I love how that phrase makes a connection feel so real.
Because it is real. Some things just belong together. Now, one after another. And Jack, has this ever happened to you?
What?
A day when everything just kept coming, good things or difficult things, without stopping.
Oh, last Monday.
Tell me.
The emails came one after another. The meetings one after another. The problems one after another.
And how did it feel?
like I could not catch my breath.
One after another, always that feeling. No gap, no pause, just continuous. One thing following immediately after the next.
Like the good news kept arriving, one after another.
Oh, same phrase, completely different feeling.
Overwhelming in the best way.
The best kind of one after another.
Now, again and again. Emma, tell me something. Is there a song you have listened to again and again and never got tired of?
Yes. One song, I have listened to it so many times I could not even count.
Again and again.
Again and again. And every time it still feels the same.
That's what again and again does. It shows something repeated over and over, more than twice. It kept happening.
Like I told myself again and again, you can do this.
Sometimes you need to hear something more than once.
Sometimes more than 10 times.
Sometimes more than a time.
Again and again until it finally sticks.
Until it becomes part of you.
Always. What's next? Face to face. And this one, I want to ask you something, Jack.
Go ahead.
When was the last time you had a conversation that really mattered, face to face?
Last week with my dad. Something I had been putting off for months.
And why face to face? Why not a message?
Because some things they need to be seen, not just heard.
Face to face, in person, looking at each other directly, no screen between you.
Like, I think we need to talk about this face to face.
And when someone says that, you know it's important.
You know it matters.
Some conversations only work face to face.
Because some things need to be felt, not just read.
Always.
Now, here and there, and this one very casual, very everyday.
Think about something that doesn't happen regularly, just occasionally, in different moments, without a pattern.
Like, I picked up a few new words here and there.
Not from one class, not from one book, just small moments, different places, over time.
Here and there, scattered, occasional, not constant.
Like, there were a few challenges here and there, but overall, a good week.
Oh, here and there, making the challenges feel smaller, less heavy.
Just a few here and there, not everywhere.
I love how one phrase can make something feel more manageable.
That is exactly what here and there does.
What's next?
One by one. Jack, imagine something for a second.
Okay.
A room full of people, and one person stands up, shares something, sits back down, then the next, then the next.
One by one.
Each one getting their own moment. No rush, no overlap.
Like, one by one, the students shared their stories.
You can feel the quiet between each person.
Oh, that image actually stopped me.
Why?
Because one by one, it slows everything down, makes each thing feel important.
Nothing gets lost in the crowd.
Never. Now more and more. And this one shows something growing, something on the rise.
Think about something that started small and just kept getting bigger, getting stronger, getting better.
Like, more and more people are discovering how beautiful English can be.
It started with a few, and the number kept growing.
Or, I find myself enjoying this more and more.
Oh, that one is very real for me.
Tell me.
The more I learn about language, the more I love it. More and more every single day.
More and more, the phrase of things getting better with time.
And things always get better with time.
More and more, always. Next, Emma.
First and foremost. And this one, very powerful, very clear.
When do you use it?
When you want to say before anything else, this matters most. This comes first above everything.
Like, first and foremost, thank you for being here.
Before the announcements, before the updates, before anything else, this.
Or, first and foremost, take care of yourself.
Above everything, your health, your peace, your well-being.
First and foremost, it means placing something at the very top before anything else is even said.
And when someone says it, you know what comes next is important.
You pay attention.
Next phrase.
From time to time. Emma, do you ever go back and listen to old Talk Emma episodes?
From time to time, yes.
From time to time. Not always, not regularly.
Just occasionally, when something reminds me or when I want to remember where we started.
From time to time means not on a schedule, not constantly, just now and then when the moment feels right.
Like, from time to time, everyone needs a quiet day.
Not every day, not always, but when you need it, it is okay.
From time to time, the most gentle permission phrase.
A permission phrase, I love that.
Because it gives you permission. You do not have to do things all the time. From time to time is enough.
Always enough. Next, Emma.
Side by side. Jack, tell me about someone who has always been there for you.
My brother, actually, through everything.
How would you describe that?
We went through it all, side by side.
Side by side. Not one ahead, not one behind.
Just together, always at the same pace.
Like, they built something beautiful side by side.
You can picture them, working together, neither one more important than the other.
Oh, some things only work side by side. What's next?
Now and then. And this one, very similar to from time to time, but softer, more casual.
Think about a memory, something from the past that comes back to you quietly without warning.
Like, now and then, something reminds me of that summer.
Not every day, just now and then. When something triggers it, a smell, a song, a moment.
It means gentle memories returning, quietly, without being invited.
Like, now and then, I still miss that place.
Oh, that sentence.
Now and then, the phrase of things you have not forgotten, just put gently aside.
And they come back now and then to remind you they are still there.
Always. And the last one, sooner or later. And this one, full of quiet certainty.
Think about something you know will happen. You do not know when, but you know it will.
And you say, sooner or later, things always work out. It means not today, maybe, not tomorrow, but it will come. It is only a matter of time.
Like, sooner or later, your hard work will show.
Oh, that feels like a promise.
Because it is a quiet promise. Be patient. It's coming.
And I truly believe that for every single person listening today.
Sooner or later, everything finds its place. Now, one complete natural conversation, all 15 phrases, flowing naturally.
Two friends, one going through a big life change.
Emma, I started something new this week, and honestly, it feels overwhelming.
That is so normal. How are you handling it?
I just keep reminding myself, step by step, one thing at a time.
And day by day, it will start to feel more familiar.
I know, I'm picking things up little by little, but it's slow.
Slow is okay. First and foremost, you showed up. That's everything.
My team is really supportive, actually. We're all figuring it out side by side.
That makes such a difference. Nobody ahead, nobody behind.
Exactly. The challenges keep coming one after another, but I keep going.
And more, you'll surprise yourself.
From time to time, I catch myself thinking, I can't do this.
And what do you tell yourself?
Sooner or later, it will click. I've told myself that again and again this week.
And it will. Here and there, you're already seeing progress.
I had a face-to-face meeting with my manager today, and I actually felt confident.
See, one by one, the pieces are coming together.
Now and then, I still feel scared, but hand in hand with the fear, there's excitement too.
That's how it always works. Fear and excitement, hand in hand.
Always.
Did everyone catch all 15 phrases throughout?
15 phrases, one conversation, all completely natural.
And now, all 15 are yours, starting today. If today made your English feel more musical,
Please like this video,
subscribe to Talk Emma,
Share this with one friend who wants to sound more natural in English.
And leave us a comment. Which phrase will you use first today? Or write one sentence using any phrase from today.
We read every single comment, every one.
Thank you for being here. See you in the next episode. Until then,
Keep talking, keep learning, and keep growing. Bye, everyone.